what's going on? It's your boy Coach here. Time to get a waist. Gonna see here. Let's see where we're at. And it's midday, so 38-ish, 37 and 3/4. The most important thing is there's been no waist change. My waist is the exact same as it was when I started this. And you may be thinking, Coach, I don't think you're gonna get this. Hey, you failed in this. You haven't lost any weight. You haven't had any physique changes. And we're going to talk about that because there's a ton of changes I've made. And there's a lot of things. I'm way ahead of the game. And that's actually most important in this Qform journey or this life change is there's a number of, say, challenges and obstacles that I need to overcome before I say make the weight loss journey. And that's what I've learned in this last few years. So now let's get our weight. 193.2. I'm going to be 100% honest. This week was a lot of calories. There was a lot of different festivities. I was actually 197 this morning. So after all the salt and say all the different eateries and the different festivities, I'm really not 193. This is more of a low for me, especially because today I haven't eaten yet. So I don't want to be deceptive in that senses. I just knew I had to balance out the, say, caloric surplus of yesterday, which was a lot. And the whole point of that was I enjoyed myself. I didn't hold myself back. This is the very first year that I stopped seeing everything as calories and really being restrictive or indulging in certain things or like looking forward to just destroying a bunch of food around this time. I think I've really resolved a lot of the psychological battles I've had with, say, eating disorders and, say, body dysmorphia, muscle dysmorphia. This year has been my best. The last, I would say, 6 months has been it's been a huge change for me. And it's something that I battled for a long time, and I want to be done with that person. I don't want to say I have to look at my abs and make sure they're there to be worth, have self-worth. It doesn't really matter if I have abs or not. And it really doesn't even matter, let's say, if I look, in shape or not. It's how I feel on the inside. And that's what's most important in this Qform, which makes it different, is because I can look at myself right now and say, I used to be like, I'm a disaster. I have to fix this. And now I'm just like, no, I feel good. My performance in the gym is great. Spiritually, this is the furthest I've ever been, let's say, in terms of 1 year growth. There was a lot last year, and especially the last 3 months. There's a lot I've studied, that I've learned, I've been memorizing, I've been applying to just try and better myself, to be a better person, and to really just be, a difference maker. And there's a lot of things that I believe in my faith that drive me towards to doing a lot of these things and to just, make that positive difference and change. So that's been important. Especially psychologically, I would struggle with, say, self-esteem, low self-confidence for a long time. And right now, after, say, getting a great physique, or what most people call a great physique, and looking more chiseled, I don't care that this is what I have right now. And I don't care that I'm filming it. It was something that would be really difficult for me to do, say, 2, 3, 4 years ago, just because I would say I look like garbage. I look so fat, and I can't be on camera like that. And that right now, that's the whole point of the growth, is it doesn't really matter, because I know where I'm going, number one. But second of all, I'm learning that, as I get older, there's just going to be a time where my physique isn't the same. So, I can't say that lean physique, I can't keep it forever. That's really not my point. I just want to say live a balanced life that's what I call healthy, where I have my spiritual, my psychological, and my physical all balanced, all as much as I can have them up, and they all kind of play on each other. And that's what's most important in this, is just to make sure all of those are being filled. And that's really what I'm trying to do in this whole Qform journey. So I hope that's kind of the way you see it. And some people may, criticize or be negative about, hey, you've been a month and you look the exact same. And honestly, mentally and strength-wise, I'm very different than I was a month ago. As a matter of fact, working out today, I actually felt healthy. I felt strong. My cardio is getting a little bit better. No, I'm not where I was, like the Samson challenge or earlier in the year. That's not what's important, because at those points, I didn't have, say, the mental fortitude that I do right now, or say the coping potentials. I was in a place where I was kind of still struggling. I was still battling that inner self of wanting to, say, kind of pull me from those goals. And you know what I mean? If you have, say, addictions or struggles or difficulties, and like you can't manage those. And I've gotten a lot better at, say, that emotional management, emotional intelligence, I want to even call it, just because it was something that over time I really struggled with that. Especially if I'd have a bad day, I would say, okay, today's the day I'm going to binge eat, or I'm going to have, that fast food that I want, or, I'm going to have a few drinks, or, I'm going to just go, do something that's going to make me feel good. I'm going to spend money. Like I haven't done that in the last few months, and so I've been learning to say manage that, just seeing things for what they are. It is what it is what I say a lot of the time. So we're gonna catch up more on this when I'm gonna mic up. That way we get some cleaner audio, and then I'll get my pictures tomorrow, and we'll cover more of this stuff. And looking forward to talking about it.